Guys, so I was thinking today of videos that I could make for my channel in the future, and I made a whole list of things. If you can see, there's a lot. I decided today I'm going to do a video on, it's going to be based on the TV show Teen Wolf, so if you haven't seen it, you'll probably won't be interested in this video. It's basically, as a fan, my expectations, my hopes, what I want to happen in Season 4, which has yet to come out. If you haven't seen the previous seasons, there will most definitely be spoilers in this video, so you might not want to watch it. Alright then, let's go on to number 1. Okay, so if you read the articles or the interviews or are up to date on what the actors and the director say on Season 4, they said that after the really dark and intense Season 3B, they're going to focus on human issues, teenage issues, whatever that means. So my question is, not really a question, but more like a concern. If I happen to live in a supernatural world, and I knew about werewolves or whatever, and either me or my best friend just recently got corrupted and, like, possessed by this killer demon thing, and then all of a sudden everything's calm, and human issues that are rising, like, I don't know what kind of issues they're going to start doing, school problems, relationship problems, alcohol, drugs, parties, the typical teenager stuff. If I find myself facing a dilemma of that sort, I would be hesitant to talk to my friends about it, to make it into a big deal, to think of it as a big deal, because in comparison to what has happened as in the past, having, daddy issues or getting into a fight with your best friend or something like that doesn't really compare to, being possessed by a killer demon, basically. So what I want to see is the struggle of, why didn't you tell me, why didn't you tell me before? I couldn't tell you before. I mean, you were just possessed by a demon and almost killed everyone you ever care about. My problems pale in comparison to that. Something like that. I don't really know how to voice that any clearer. It's just something that I thought about when I heard that they were gonna try to focus on the human issues. So that is number 1. Now on to number 2. In case you can't read, that says Scarred Styles. I couldn't really figure out any other way to phrase it. This might come off as slightly sociopathic or psychopathic, but it's something that I have thought about, and I just want to put it out there. I don't want to see Styles just get up and walk away. He was possessed, and he almost killed every single person that he cares about and loves. He didn't, directly kill, but I'm pretty sure it said that he blames himself for Allison's death. He might blame himself for Aiden's death. Everything else that happened, he blames himself, even though obviously he had no control over himself. He still blames himself for it. And I think that in the fourth season, Styles, it's as if they ignore that it just happened. I don't know, sometimes what TV shows do is they'll have one super crazy season, and then the next season, it's as if what happened before it didn't actually happen. They completely ignore it. It's like everything's new. No one mentions or refers to something that happened in a previous season. Maybe you guys know a TV show that's different, but that's how, of the TV shows that I watch, is how it happens. And I don't want that to be the case here. Styles, it says that, I think Dylan O'Brien said at one point that Styles does struggle with the fact that he blames himself and everything, and eventually he, conquers it. He realizes that it's pointless to blame himself. First of all, because it already happened, and there's nothing to do about it. Second of all, because he isn't actually at fault. But I do want to see that conflict, that character conflict. Dylan O'Brien is such a fantastic actor. He will no doubt be able to pull that off. But that's what I want to see. I want to see a Styles kind of just freak out, have like a mental breakdown, like, it's my fault Allison died, it's my fault Aiden died, it's my fault that Isaac is leaving. I don't know how they're gonna do that, because they're not gonna kill him off, the character Isaac. Spoilers, by the way, he's not coming back. just, I want to see that. And with that said, on to number 3. Okay, this is the fun one. I don't understand why no one wants to date Styles in the TV show, because if you ask any teen girl who watches the show if she would date Styles, I am positive that she would say yes. He's such a great character. He's really funny and goofy, and he's adorable. Oh my gosh. Just, I love the fact that he's not afraid to cry like every episode. He's not like one of those guys that hides his emotions. He shows them. And he's really weak and defenseless, but he's really like funny about it. You know, when they're in the elevator and there's like a werewolf, another werewolf, some weird whatever Jennifer was the wicked person in season 3. And he's just standing there with a baseball bat like, I don't know how to fight, but I have a baseball bat, so it's good enough. That really made me laugh. He is the most defenseless character on the show, and yet he still is one of the most important characters on the show. He has a line like, sarcasm is his only way of defending himself or something. He's just so great. He's hilarious. He's funny and witty and kind and sweet and really nice. And, I mean, he's also very attractive. I'm not going to ignore that. So there you go, Dylan O'Brien. But so with all that said, I don't see why someone like wouldn't date him. I mean, yes, he's weird, but weird is sometimes really special. And there has to be, okay, so I don't care who it is. If it's Malia, if it's Lydia, if it's some random girl that they're adding in. I want romance Styles. It's not realistic that no one is dating him right now. So that is that. Now on to number 4. So I'm definitely confused on the aspect of Argent, Mr. Argent, I don't know what they call him, whatever. Allison's dad. The really badass guy with the guns and stuff. Obviously, even if you're watching this video, you know who he is. Okay, anyways. So his daughter's dead. And I think that it doesn't say that he's leaving the show, so I just, what are they gonna do with him? Is he still gonna be on the werewolf side now that Allison's dead? Because I'm confused on how they're gonna play him. I would expect him to not be in the first few episodes because he has to take just like a leave of absence, just be with himself, kind of get together. I know that he says at one point that he's like trained, or he's used to people he loves dying, so he's able to hide his emotions better, but it's also very obvious that he's hurting on the inside. And there has to be something along the lines, you know, like what are they going to do with Argent? How is he going to cope with the death and absence of Allison? Especially that Isaac is leaving. Isaac is the only one he could really talk to, I guess, because Isaac also really felt the loss of Allison. And I would think it'd be just a tiny bit awkward for Arjun and Scott to, you know, convey their emotions about the loss to each other, you know, considering Allison and Scott's history. Even though there wasn't, like, really any negative energy between the two, but I don't know, I would think it's awkward. So I'm very curious as to how, I don't really have any expectations for that. I'm just very curious to see how they're gonna play that part out. All right then, so that's that. Ooh, last one, number 5. Okay, so Danny knew about the werewolves and everything. I mean, he knew that Ethan was a werewolf. So he's always been, you know, just kind of a character that was always just kind of there. But now that it's revealed that he knows about the supernatural, he's got to be a bigger character, right? That's what I'm expecting. That he's going to be more involved, kind of maybe a little stylish in the styles-ish in the fact styles. Okay. Right, train of thought. Sorry. That so he's not going to be a supernatural being, but like Styles, he's still going to help out with that kind of stuff. I really like how they revealed it, that he knew everything. He's just like, I don't think that I can do it. And then Ethan's like, date me? Date a werewolf. And then Ethan's like, you knew? Danny's like, oh my gosh. Danny's like, dude, it's Beacon Hills. Like, of course I knew. Beacon Hills, oh my gosh. So I have this thing. What I really, really want to happen, like, I don't care about the rest. What I really want to happen is for them to be out of town, like, in that episode where they were going to some track meet or something, and then, it got, like, delayed, so they're at a motel for the night, and the motel is, like, this really crappy, suicide-y, creepy, haunted place or whatever. So I want them to be at a place that isn't in Beacon Hills, and something supernatural to happen, and some random extra kid should be like, God damn it, we're not even in Beacon Hills anymore! Why are we all dying and stuff? I don't know. I feel like that would just be really funny. But that's kind of off topic. That'd be so great. They're like, we're not even in Beacon Hills anymore! What's happening? That'd be really great. But Danny, I want to know what happens with him, because they can't just have it revealed that he knew about everything and then I don't know. If I knew about werewolves and that kind of stuff, I wouldn't just want to sit around on the side. I want to be involved actively. So there's that. I'm like Arjun. I'm very curious to see how they deal with Danny, and if he's going to be a bigger character or the same amount, same size as he is in the previous seasons. Though I'm expecting him to be a much bigger character. I have a lot more to say in the show, but this video is already running really, really long, and I guess I finished with my expectations of season 4 in this video. I'll make more videos some other time about, just random things in the previous seasons. I could talk about the promo, which is kind of confusing, as it's a very supernatural seeming promo. It's basically all the characters, and they're like in like ash and dust, and they're like rising, and a lot of people are comparing it to like Phoenix rising out of the ashes, and it's like can't come. So the motto is like can't come back or something, and can't go back, I think. And there's no lines or there's absolutely nothing revealed whatsoever. But everyone is like, they have to get over the past and they have to start over, which, get over Allison, get over Aiden, get over the whole Nogitsune thing. And I guess that kind of relates back to my first point. But I don't know, I'm very confused because it seems very supernatural to me. And yet they aren't gonna be focusing as much on the supernatural in this 4th season as they have in the past 3 seasons, 3.5 seasons, whatever. But I guess that's it. So I'm running kind of long now. I'm just gonna, call it a day, call it a video, or whatever. All right then. See you guys later. Bye.